Next, we will discuss about the phase lock loops or PLL and the application of IC565 for this particular circuit.
We will be having some input signals for normally namala communication like a we'll be having some signals at the input that is modulated with some carrier wave. Appo ee carrier wave there can be some phase factor which is
like a cos omega t plus phi, where phi represents the phase factor.
അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു സിഗ്നൽ നമ്മൾ ഓവർ ദ ടൈം ഇത് മൂവ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിയുമ്പം നമ്മൾ ഔട്ട്പുട്ടിൽ വരുമ്പം ദിസ് ക്യാൻ അഫക്ട് ദി ഫേസ് ഓഫ് ദി ഇൻപുട്ട് സിഗ്നൽ. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ഇൻപുട്ട് സിഗ്നലിനെ നിങ്ങൾ അതിനകത്ത് മോഡുലേഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? വി വിൽ മിക്സ് അവർ ഇൻപുട്ട് സിഗ്നൽ വി ഇൻ with this modulated carrier signal, and this carrier signal is carried over, and at the output we have to demodulate these signals. അപ്പൊ ഈ ഡീമോഡുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് ദിസ് ഫേസ് ഫാക്ടർ വിൽ ബി ദർ. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ഇൻപുട്ട് സിഗ്നലിന്റെയും ഔട്ട്പുട്ടിൽ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുന്ന ഈ സിഗ്നലും തമ്മിൽ ദർ ക്യാൻ ബി എ ഫേസ് ഡിഫറൻസ്, ഒരു ആംഗുലാർ ഡിഫറൻസ്.
Hence, in a PLL circuit, an oscillator generates a periodic signal, and the phase dictator compare the phase of that signal with the phase of the input periodic signal, adjusting the oscillator to keep the phase matched. So, keeping the input and output phase in a lock, it also implies that it will keep the input and output frequencies the same.
So this is our input signal. Input signal ഇവിടെ Vi and Fi is the frequency of the input signal. There are three components. One is called the phase detector, second one is the low pass filter, and third one is the voltage controlled oscillator. And the output of the voltage controlled oscillator will be feedback with the phase detector. അപ്പൊ ഈ ഫേസ് ഡിറ്റക്ടർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ that is also called phase comparator, which actually compares the input signal with our output signal. Output signal means that is a signal coming out of the voltage controlled oscillators. So this signal is having a frequency Fo, and our input signal is having a frequency Fi. So when you have a mixer or comparator here, at the output you will be having two components. One is you will have Fi minus Fo as well as Fi plus Fo. So this Fi plus Fo is the high frequency component, and Fi minus Fo is low frequency component. That is the output signal of the phase detector, that will be having two frequencies values. One is Fi minus Fo and other one is Fi plus Fo. And this output voltage, this one output of the phase detector is connected with a low pass filter that will pass only the low frequency components. So it will remove the high frequency component. So here normally this Fi plus Fo component will be filtered out from this low pass filter, and the output you will be having some voltage with frequency Fi minus Fo. That is called the error voltage. So this error voltage that determines how much the frequency or phase of the input signal is vary from our output signal. ഈ എറർ വോൾട്ടേജ് കൂടുക എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അർത്ഥം there is a much difference in the phase of the input signal from our output signal. So we have to minimize this error voltage, and practically we have to make it zero. So if it is zero means input and output are in phase or having same frequency. That is connected with a voltage controlled oscillators. So the voltage controlled oscillator will give a frequency output correspond to the input voltage here. So here the input voltage is the error voltage that is corresponds to the change in the frequency of the input signal from our output signal. So that is the new Fo. So that frequency will be connected here, and that one will be compared with our input frequency. So now the difference will be much more smaller. The phase dictator output will be the voltage with frequencies Fi minus Fo as well as Fi plus Fo, and the low pass filter will remove the high frequency component, and you will get a voltage here, that is the error voltage, which will be lower than the earlier value. So the corresponding voltage will be connected with the voltage controlled oscillator, and you will get a frequency at the output. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിങ്ങനെ ഒരു ലൂപ്പ് ആയിട്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യും. And finally, when this Fi and Fo are similar or equal, then you can stop. So that time the input and output frequency are in phase.
The IC565 is a general purpose PLL IC which is designed for the demodulation, frequency multiplication and frequency divisions. So the device is mainly consists of two components. One is the voltage control oscillator and other one is the phase detector or comparator, which is the chief components for the phase lock loop applications. You can see the pin diagram here. There are 14 pins in which the pin number 1 is used for connecting the negative power supply, and the pin number 2 and 3 are used for inputting the phase detector with our signal, and pin number 4 is the VCO out, and pin number 5 is the phase comparator VCO out, and in the pin number 7 we use for the VCO control voltage, and 8 and 9 are respectively the timing resistor and capacitor, and the positive voltage supply is connected with pin number 10. The pin 11, 12, 13 and 14 are not connected. So in this device the pin 2 and 3 are inputs where we can connect the input analog signal. The signal will goes to the phase detector along with the VCO feedback, and this phase detector will compare whether both signal are of same phase, or it compares whether they are of equal frequencies. If they are equal, the output will be zero voltage, and if there is a phase exist between phase change exists between these two signals, the phase detector will provide a positive output voltage. So this voltage is called the error voltage, which is given to the amplifier to amplify the voltage signal, and the amplified voltage is then connected with the low pass filter. We can see here the resistor 3.6 kilo ohm and the externally connected capacitor C2 will form the low pass filter, which will remove the high frequency component. Then the output is given to the VCO, which generates the waveform whose frequency will depends on the magnitude of error voltage. Now consider there is if you are not giving any input, then under such condition VCO will be in a free running state as we discussed earlier, and the frequency will be determined by the capacitors R1 and C1. So when a signal is given at the input, the frequency of both the input signal and VCO output will be compared, and if there is not match, the phase detector will provide a voltage and which will be amplified. So this VCO will increase or decrease the signal frequency depending on the feedback voltage what we are connecting here. How much the phase difference is there between the signal, depending on that you'll get a voltage and corresponding frequency. Once we do the adjustment in multiple cycle, both the input signal and output will be of same frequency, then we can say that the phase lock loop is already done. The phase lock, the system is already in the phase lock mode. When there is no input signal, the system is in free running mode as we discussed earlier. That time the frequency output is determined by the output of the voltage control oscillator, which is defined by these resistors, externally connected resistors R1 and C1. So we had to design this frequency such that the phase comparison will be done around this frequency, around the central frequency of this voltage controlled oscillator.
So that is given by this expression F out is equal to 1.22 divided by 4 R1 C1. Okay. അപ്പോൾ ഈ R1 ന്റെ വാല്യൂ നോർമലി ഫിക്സ്ഡ് ആയിരിക്കും. C1 we
choose. There are basically three stages for the PLL operations. So initially there is no input signal. Under this condition, the phase detector and low pass filter output will be 0. So at this time the VCO operates at the free running frequency, which is defined by the resistors R1 and C1. So this is the normal operating frequency of VCO, and it is called the free running frequency, and this stage is called the free running stage. As the input frequency is applied, the VCO frequency starts to change and the PLL is said to be in the capture mode. So the VCO frequency continues to change until it equals the input frequency and the PLL is in the phase lock mode. So once it is phase locked, the loop tracks any changes in the input frequency through its repetitive action.
So it was initially in the free running mode, then it goes to the capture mode. Finally, it achieved the phase lock mode. The input signal of signal Vs of frequency Fs is applied to the PLL. The phase dictator compares the phase and frequency of the incoming signal with our output of the VCO. If two signals differ in frequency, an error voltage is generated. That error voltage will be processing through a low pass filter, and finally it is given that error voltage output of the low pass filter is connected with a VCO, which will give a frequency which is in proportional to our error voltage, and the output will be again compared.
Now we have to define certain terms. The first one is the PLL log range. So it is the range of frequencies over which the PLL will track the input frequency signal and it remains locked. So the log range is usually the band of frequencies above and below the PLL free running frequencies as described earlier. So if the frequency of the input signal is outside this PLL log range, then PLL will not be able to log. So under these conditions, the VCO frequency jumps to its fundamental free running frequencies that is defined by the resistors R1 and C1. So basically it is the range of frequency which can be logged by this particular device. Next is the capture range, which is as discussed earlier, when the frequency is within the PLL log range, which is applied to the circuit, then circuit will adjust and it will remain in the locked conditions. So any deviation thereafter will be adjusted due to phase detector, low pass filter and VCO functionalities. So once the input signal is captured, PLL will remain in the locked state and will track the changes in the input signal till it remains in the locked range. So the range of input frequencies over which PLL will capture the input signal is referred to as PLL capture range. So PLL capture range means it is the range of frequency which is within the locked range, so that the PLL can track any changes without making any changes in these fundamental units. So the both PLL log range and PLL capture range are centered around the VCO frequency, and you can clearly see that the capture range will be always within the log range. So log range will be always higher than the capture range.
But log range എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് that is the maximum range of frequency around the central frequency of VCO up to which we can have a phase lock. Capture range എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ once it is locked, ഇൻപുട്ടിൽ വരുന്ന വേരിയേഷനിൽ ആ ലോക്ക് കണ്ടീഷൻ മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന റേഞ്ച് ഓഫ് ഫ്രീക്വൻസി ആണ്.
Finally, there is another related term is called the pulling time, which is the total time taken by the PLL to establish the log. So this will be depending on the initial phase as well as the frequency difference between our signals, that is the input signal and output of the voltage control oscillator. So if there is some difference, if there is a larger difference between these two signals, then it will take more time to establish the log, so that the pulling time will be comparatively larger. Okay, with that we'll stop here. Thank you.